Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Sci. 8 things that happened to Han Solo only in Legends Canon. 8. His Imperial career. In the canon, fans can see how Han gets off Corellia and joined the Empire through Solo, doing so as a way to get back to the planet and get Kira back eventually. In Legends, the Empire was a long-held ambition of his. Solo enlisted in the Imperial Navy on Coruscant, and even though his Imperial career ended up being short-lived, Han proved to be a pretty great Imperial, graduating top of his class as a cadet. From the missions to the planets he is situated upon to the attitude problems to how he left the Empire's services, the two timelines showcase a different kind of Imperial Han. 7. He doesn't die. In each of the 3 sequel trilogy movies, Han, then Luke, and then Leia pass away, each getting an emotional send-off. In Legends, none of the 3 get such a goodbye. They all, including Han, survived all sorts of emotional and physical turmoil and fought in multiple wars alongside one another. Like Leia and Luke, Han's story stretches beyond the Second Galactic Civil War, spilling over 43 AD and beyond. There is no denying how powerful his canon death is though, especially upon first viewing, even if it was telegraphed by many. Number 6. 3 children, not one. Ben Solo is the sole child of any of the main trio of original trilogy characters, being born from Leia and Han after their marriage. In Legends, the couple did not have only one child though. Jason, Jaina, and Anakin Solo are known as 3 of the best characters in Legends and are 3 children of Leia and Han. Prior to The Force Awakens, many wondered if they would make their debut in canon, but fans had to settle for the awesome Ben Solo instead. The story of each of the Solo children in Legends is heartbreaking and has adverse effects on Han and Leia. 5. He never goes back to smuggling. Even in canon, Han Solo holds a reputation as one of the greatest heroes in galactic history, helping take down the Empire and later destroy Starkiller Base. Between those 2 events, though, he returns to a life of smuggling. While some of the best Han content revolves around his smuggling, it is interesting to look at his life in Legends, where he does not go back. Instead, he stays on as a fighter, a hero, a general, fighting new enemies and new wars, and being a force for a good in the galaxy. Number 4. The way he meets Chewbacca. Solo, a Star Wars story, fills in many gaps in Han Solo canon, not least of all showcasing to audiences the first meeting between Han and Chewbacca, which comes when Han is pretty much fed to the imprisoned Wookiee. In Legends, the story of how the 2 meet is similar but has some key difference. In a nutshell, Han is an Imperial son-to-aid commander, Nicholas, boarding a slaving ship in which an injured Chewbacca sat in the pilot's seat. Nicholas demanded Han skin Chewie and Han refused. Then while imprisoned, Chewie would stand up to Nicholas. He would try to shoot the Wookiee before Han interjects and saves Chewie's life, and the pair escapes, kicking off their inseparable bond together. Number 3. The Solo name. One of the most contentious parts of Solo is the reveal that Han is given his name by an Imperial. Many fans hate this explanation and wish it was just not canon, preferring it to not be in the movie, in which Alden Ehrenreich gives a fantastic recast performance as Han. In Legends, thankfully, this is not how Han gets his name. Instead, he is born with a name, and it is truly his name. Han came from a family in this timeline, a family that would turn out to be royalty. Han was left stranded on Corellia as a child and raised in crime, but his family did exist, and Han would go on to find out all about them. Number 2. Enduring Chewbacca's death. Unquestionably, one of the most significant differences between Legends and canon is that in the latter, Han dies in front of Chewbacca, leaving Chewie without his best friend, whereas in Legends, the vice versa occurs. Chewie is the only one of the main 4 original trilogy heroes to die in Legends. It happens in a typically ridiculous Legends manner, with the moon crushing him and others as he stands defiant on the planet Cernpidal. Han obviously struggled with his death, with it being perhaps the worst thing that happens to him outside of his children's death. Had Chewie died in canon instead of Han, it may have been even more emotional. Number 1. He stays married. Due to their differences and due to the fall of their son Ben Solo to the dark side, Han and Leia end up separating in the canon, never getting back with Leia after the fact despite the 2 love one another. This changes so much that happens to both characters in the canon compared to their Legends counterparts who remained married. Through all of the war and trauma, the two never separate in Legends, staying together seemingly until the end. In canon, the two breaking up leads to some powerful, poignant moments. However, fans still dream of a world in which they all got to be happy together. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.